Let me suggest something that might help as regards blame. It's an invalid concept, you see. I mean, people are blaming all the time, trying to fix some responsibility on someone for doing something wrong, and therefore that it's implied they should give some redress of grievance to you and, compensate you and sacrifice something back, give it to you to make up for the harm they've deliberately done to you. The concept of blame is invalid, dear one. It doesn't hold with God and his creation. He doesn't blame or hold them responsible. He's a good father. A good father simply does what's best for his children. End of story. It's not necessarily best for you to pay for the broken window. You know, your cricket bat goes through the window. The cricket ball. Probably not the bat. You've done something wrong. You're to blame. Not with a good parent, you're not. The parent says, oh, well, obviously that's not what we want to happen. How do I get them to have the same values as that, for it not to happen, and to be guiding them in the future, that they become a wonderful person, not just a so-called naughty child, but, a wonderful person. And they're not naughty, they're just, well, they've got the wrong values at the minute. They're chaotic. They're children, of course. I love them as they are, and for what they will be, in hope, in our case, in certainty, in God's case. He knows the fantastic person you're going to be in heaven, and he's guiding you lovingly towards that goal. Nothing to do with blame. Blame is an irrelevant concept. Invalid. These are my children. What's best to do in the circumstance? Help them, guide them. Do that which will help them come to a value system that makes them an absolute eternal blessing in heaven and eternally bless themselves. I mean, it doesn't take much to understand God's noble purpose, does it? It's nothing to do with blame. It's an utterly invalid concept that's in religion. It's hiding even in Eastern religion. It's you're suffering this because of your karma. Well, only in the sense that I'm going through a lesson at present, and it's helping me to become wonderful. But you see, they don't have this personal God in mind. They have a God that's a bit like the Hebrew God. He's so powerful that one's just overcome and awestruck in his presence. There's Arjuna there saying, I can't bear this noble sight of you in chapter 11. It's just overwhelming, this sight of you. Even with the eye, especially with the eyes you've given me. Please give me back that visage of my beloved charioteer instead. Or if you like, in Jesus' terms, the picture of Jesus, not this incredible understanding of your glory and goodness. Oh, it's suffice to say that religion has an authoritarian God, but the Jesus story has Dad, heavenly Dad, perfect, wonderful Dad, utterly lovable Dad, and overwhelmingly loving. End of story. Well, not end of story. An eternal praise and blessing story. And certainly not blame. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Do you see the Jesus story makes even life here astonishingly better? And in the spiritual realm, in the eternal, well, unmeasurably better. Wonderful. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.